Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. And, well, we've got a lot more work to do today, but that's okay. We're going to have some fun. I got some really cool ideas, and Space Engineers is actually working, which is nice, and all sorts of cool things. But you know what? I want to start with something. I looked at this the other day, and I went, wow, I've been lucky. Do you see anything wrong here? If I were to walk over here and break that right there, that whole tower would come crashing down. So we're going to fix that, because I'm not big on rebuilding all this stuff. Also, a wonderful thing happened. Some people let me know that the original nanite mod actually is back to working. The quote-unquote fixed one hasn't been updated for the latest update, but the original one, I guess, got fixed up like a month or so ago. So, awesome. And it even has some new features, which I haven't yet played with, but I guess they're there. So, we'll have to look into those another time, because we've got some more work to do. And one of the first things I'm going to do... Oh, let me address this right away. I think I mentioned it earlier on, but I think some people missed it. This build, I am doing my absolute best to keep it 100% vanilla. So yeah, I'll have the nanites help for a little while as I build the, you know, kind of the foundation of it. But the final build I want to be 100% vanilla. I want it to be able to work in anybody's game. So yes, there are some really amazing and awesome welder mods out there that would, you know, you could stick one on here and weld up this whole thing. It'd be awesome. But then someone would have to have that mod to do this, and I would rather just do it 100% vanilla. I think I've explained that 4 times over in the last few seconds, so we're not going to do that anymore. So now what I want to do, I actually want to have welders all the way around this thing, and multiples, manys, lots and lotses. Okay, and something. Oh, you know what? Oh, this is cool. This is actually going to be the first time I'm going to get a chance to use this. A passage. Yes. That's the one. I have looked at this thing so many times and wondered, what would I ever use that for? And that is a perfect example. Nice. I believe I have now used every block in the game. That makes me happy. There we go. If that can't do it, nothing can. So we'll end up kind of having to back this up a little bit in order to get those first few in there. Might even just do those by hand right now. Alright, elevator welders. When I turn this on, it's going to kind of go crazy. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's definitely not going to... That's not going to work. I don't understand what you mean, too many welders. This confuses me. Excellent. That's what I wanted to see. Now we should be able to unlock and go up, and that thing will take that. I mean, we might not even need the side ones, but let's just make sure that it gets done. Oh, let me turn off the factories too, because that's not helping. I mean, it is helping, and that's the problem. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Look up to the left here. All right. Everything's on, right? Like, I don't have any batteries turned to recharge only or anything like that. Okay. It feels like there's not enough thrust. So let's take control. Oh, it's just barely moving. Okay, I am not confident in that. So we are going to go ahead and lock right back in again. Come on, stop wiggling about. Alright. Let's throw on a little bit more thrust. Because I'm not confident in that. Alright, let's give this another try. Much better. Oh my word. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, that's so beautiful. Doesn't bounce around as much. Ooh. Did we run out of stuff? No? That was weird. I feel like we're running out of stuff. Uh-oh, did I do my math wrong? Yeah, we're out of stuff. Okay, I did my math wrong somehow. It's okay. We'll just really quickly grab a bunch more. We need to at least be able to get up to the next connector. But unfortunately, we are quite a ways away from the next connector. So I obviously did something wrong. Did I do that math back when we only had 16? I did, didn't I? Yeah, and this tower's 50. So I need to massively increase what I've got. Okay, there we go. And connect. That was our first complete section that we did not have to, like, finagle too much. Like, I did have to resupply it, but that's solvable. Let's see if it auto-resupplied. It did not, which means that somewhere in the middle of this tower is a missing piece. Probably. Oh. Oh, quite a few of them did not finish. Okay. And if it didn't even start... Oh, it didn't have the steel plates to begin this. So what we really need to do, at least for right now, is we need to tell Igor to just go ahead and start projections. That'll solve our problem right now. Okay, go ahead and do projections, guys. We are a long way up here, aren't we? Gonna help out? Don't start those. No, it's trying to finish those, but there's something in the way. I get it. Hey, look at that. We just got our stuffs. I do need to redo the math on that, but that's okay. I've upped all the numbers to be at least twice what I calculate for the actual requirements for the tower. So in theory, we should be able to do the whole next section without even slowing down. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's give it a try. Well, I don't know about you, but I didn't see a connector, which means that this thing might be rotated wrong. See, there should be a connector sitting right there. I'm betting it's on the other side. It's not the other side. Where is it? It's never simple, is it? What? There's the connector. It's one level, 2 levels too high, and on the wrong side. How did that happen? Should be one more, and then we can stop. There we go. Magnets caught on. Lock in. And we're good. Let's see if it pulled in all the stuff it needs. 16,000 steel plate means it actually... That's a full connection. Wow. Okay. That worked. That actually worked. Oh, but I don't like that that got rotated. So now I wonder about the next section up. Is it also rotated? Yeah, look at that. So for some reason it's getting rotated 90 degrees each time. Okay, let me go see if I can jump into creative mode and get the next projection fixed up by rotating it 90 degrees. Yeah, we need to actually recreate that. And I think I'm going to go for 100 blocks this time too. The more we can do in one shot, the better. Alright, the new projection is in, and it was actually 90 degrees off in my creative world, so no wonder it did what I told it to do. And yeah, we're gonna give this another try. I think we can go up another 100, because that's how far we're gonna go now. I also fixed the color. I don't know how I managed to get it completely the wrong color. Okay. Okay, time to turn the connector back on. Because when we get to that point, we want to kind of lock in. Oop, and we got the next set of the tower ready. It should be like one more block, and then... There we go. Oi. This is getting a little bit scary. Alright, we're locked in. And why does it always leave me, like, right here? You know what? I have a jetpack, but it just freaks me out. I don't need the stress. There we go. Not even gonna bother welding it up. Okay. Actually, I got a better idea. There. Now I can see how far up I am. That's a long way. Wow. It's a beautiful view. Okay, let's... That was weird. Okay, we're locked in. Did we get our stuffs? We sure did. Can even still see the refineries. That's nice. And now I really want to know, did this actually get projected in the right spot? It did. Look at that. Excellent. Okay, so that is all ready to go. Now we need to start doing a little bit of automation. Now the first thing that I want to automate is the actual flight part. And we're probably going to end up with a few different programmable blocks and timers. So I've had a few suggestions to pretty things up around here. But honestly, I think it doesn't really matter. This is not going to be the final elevator. This is just the construction elevator. That's the only purpose of this that we're on right now. It makes the tower, and then we tear the whole thing down, and we actually build a nice looking tower with like cargo and, you know, all that kind of thing. This one is only for construction, so we don't need this thing to look pretty at all. Today's script is Flight Assist, and it was recommended by that person right there. So we're going to go ahead and throw this guy in. Flight Assist's whole purpose, actually you can kind of see it's all right here, nice. Computer-assisted flight. Control your ship without thrusters in every direction, which we don't have. It basically keeps the ship, or in this case elevator, as straight as possible by utilizing the gyro, and it should keep it from kind of shaking back and forth. It'll try and keep it in the same orientation. It also has, let's see, there's a whole bunch of different things you can do with it, but there's one thing in here. Cruise. It has a cruise mode that will let us tell it how fast we want it to go in the forward direction. So we're going to go ahead and hit check code. I've heard that this version has a couple of warnings, but it works anyway, because it's a little bit of an older script, and it needs to be run. Well, that was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. I put the timer block with its only accessible point underneath the programmable block. Okay, and then what you do is your typical timer block, TB Flight Assist, silent works for me, delay of 1 second, setup actions, and it likes to have, this one likes to be run every tick. So we're going to have it trigger now and then start, so it'll trigger as the world launches. And now, in theory, this thing should be... Okay, this script is configured to use 4 gyros, but only detected 1 on the vehicle. So I don't think we're going to need 4, but then again, why not? I'm just going to go 1, 2... I say I don't care about the positioning and how it looks, and then I go and make sure that it's all positioned right and looks right. Thanks, Igor. I don't know how you're doing it, but thanks. Okay, so let's go see if this thing can do a thing. Okay, so now we need FR remote. So there should be... FA remote. That's what I said. Yep. Definitely what I said. FA remote. Everybody heard me say it. Don't even pretend like I said FR remote. And then there's also a way to put up a screen. Let's see. We can put the screen... Oh, I don't know. Let's put it over here. That'll tell us what's going on. Actually, I think if I'm going to do that, let's do it up here. And then I think it needs to be recompiled after we do that. And there we go. Hover state disabled, hover mode hover, blah, 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 pitch, yada, yada. Okay. And then we set up PB remote, or PB flight assist. Run, and this is where we do cruise, and I believe this is meters per second, so I'm going to try 1 at this point, and I think it should go the direction that the remote control is pointing, which currently is straight up, and that's what I want. And I guess I can also do this from the flight seat too. So let's do that. Let's try 5. Why not? All right, let's try this out. So if I unlock and turn on or turn off that, and I hit 4, that does not seem to be doing a thing. It doesn't even seem to be... Oh, that's right. There is another mode. Hang on. Let's try this, run, and this is where we want glide. Allows the ship to move forward or backward, but kills sideways velocity. Okay. Doesn't... Does seem to be a little more stable. But unfortunately, yeah, it's definitely more stable. Do I need to... I might actually need to turn the whole system on. So we'll just throw this in here. Run. Keep in mind, this is the first time I've ever used this. Hover assist. Oh, I see. That's a mode. Okay, so it's hover assist. Cruise 5 would be that one. So we'll remove these. Now if I hit 5, still doesn't do anything. Okay, hang on. Silly screen. Hover state disabled. Hover mode cruise. So I also need to turn it on and off. Okay. Toggle. Oh, okay, nope. Turn it off. Turn it off. It's very much going the wrong direction. Okay. So I think I need to... Let's get rid of this flight seat and place it facing the direction we actually want to go. I think that'll help a lot. There we go. That works. Okay, so now let's see if we can figure out what's going on. See, that should be cruise, and it's not. Cruise 5. Confirm. So 2 still says it's not set for cruise. It's enabled for hover. Okay, let's just go ahead and... I think I might have found a bug, everybody. Welcome to Space Engineers. Alright, so we're just going to get to the top of this tower. We can recharge and we can fiddle around with this. Alright, so that'll recharge, and we can start playing again. We've gone through another day. I'm going to turn off these welders. And we've gotten a lot further up in the sky. This thing's getting really tall. It's doing it again. I don't know how he's getting all the way up here. And we can't use our LCD screen because every time we move, it stays where it was originally placed. It's still there. I can click on it. I just can't see it. We still need to figure out what's going on with hover assist. Not having used it before, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do some reading up and see if I can figure it out too, but it's a complicated script. And I'm sure I'm just missing something simple. I probably have to rotate something or do a thing, or I don't know. But it seems to want to cruise in the wrong direction. Well, unfortunately, I don't think that this script is going to do what I want. So let me show you what I mean. If I move forward, you kind of see... Oh, okay, that was just me trying to move the mouse. Okay. Is everything okay now? That was crazy. Think we're okay. Okay, so if I now turn on free glide, it does very strange things. So I'm going to go ahead and disable that. And wow, we got really angled. Oh no. Oh yeah, that was a bad thing. Oh yes, very, very wrong angle. Oh jeez. So unfortunately, I don't think that this script is going to do what we want. The whole point of this script, and it took me a while to kind of understand what it really does, but it's a little hard to explain without being able to use my hands. But the whole point of that script is basically to make a helicopter of sorts. It only manages the gyros. It doesn't do anything with the thrusters, and that's not really what I'm looking for. It also doesn't really know what to do when the only thing you want to do is go up and down. It wants, basically, when you tell it to cruise, what it wants to do is tip and then use that sideways thrust to go. It doesn't want to go against gravity. It might work up in space, but this script just does not want to go up and down. It just wants to keep things level. And so if I was making a helicopter or something along those lines, it would be perfect. I just don't think it's going to help us in this case. I'm going to try, they have a mode called glide, and see if that makes any difference. Okay. Oh, that sounded bad. What did I just explodify? Did I, like, break a chunk of my tower off or anything like that? That just sounded horrible, but everything seems to be pretty okay. I did notice I've lost a few welders here and there, so I should probably throw a few back on. And the beauty of welders. All right. All right. So I think as long as I don't touch the mouse, this is helpful, I think. I'm not really sure. I'm also not sure how fast I can go. So if you know of a script that will help out with this, let me know. And if not, I'll use my favorite little script writing website to make something simple. Alright, sadly that script didn't do the trick, but I think next time we should be able to come up with something that will completely automate this guy. And I'm excited about that. Wow. We've actually made a lot of progress just in testing. Now, we still have a long way to go, because, yeah. But I kind of want to see how high up I am. Hang on, let's see. This should tell me my altitude, right? Tells me I'm at 0 meters. What if I do this? I'm at 1,000 meters already. Very nice. We're already up 1 kilometer. Can you believe it? A kilometer already. Is that right? It's hard to believe, but yeah, look at that. We're a kilometer up in the air. All right, well, if you've enjoyed making it to our first kilometer into the sky, please make sure and leave a thumbs up, and make sure that you hit subscribe, hit that little bell icon, and I'll see you next time on Epic Tech, where we'll be doing some automation.